The Ed Matei Foundation presents Around the World in 8-ish Books, a literary journey inspired by Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days. Välkommen till Sverige. Welcome to Sweden. For today's adventure, we'll be preparing köttbullar, better known to you as Swedish meatballs. Here's a fun fact. Did you know Swedish meatballs actually come from the area now known as Turkey? At the beginning of the 1700s, Swedish King Charles XII led military campaigns all across the continent of Europe. Although he was successful at first, he would eventually be forced to flee to the Ottoman Empire. While there, Charles would be introduced to the cuisine of the region, including sherbet, Turkish coffee, and köfte, Turkish meatballs. He would bring them all back home to Sweden with him. Just a couple of things before we start. 1. We will be cutting and using a stove, so please make sure a grown-up is helping you with this recipe. And 2. Swedish meatballs are traditionally made with a creamy gravy. We're not making the gravy today. We're just making the meatballs. Ready? Here's what we'll need. 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pound of ground pork, 1 cup plain breadcrumbs, a half a yellow onion, 3 tablespoons of butter, just a little bit of salt, 2 large eggs, a 1/4 cup of whole milk, 1 teaspoon of allspice, and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Some cultures don't eat pork, and some don't eat beef, so you can substitute with different ground meats if you need to. The first thing we're going to do with a grown-up's help is dice up the onion. Next, we're going to melt the butter in a medium to large frying pan. Now, we're going to put our diced onions in the frying pan with the melted butter and cook for a few minutes. Now we're going to turn off the stove and put our onions to the side. Next, we're going to grab a large bowl, add the breadcrumbs and the milk, and stir. Once that's all mixed together, we're going to add the eggs, a teaspoon of salt, and the allspice. Now that our onions have cooled for a little bit, we're going to add them to the mix too. Finally, we're going to add our meats, and we're going to mix it all together. You can use a spoon, but it's usually easier to mix with your hands. Got it all mushed together? Great. Now we're going to start forming our meatballs. We don't want them too big, maybe just an inch or 2. We're going to need a grown-up's help again for these next steps. Take the olive oil and put it in the frying pan we used for the onions. Now heat it on a medium heat. And slowly, so that the oil doesn't splash up, a grown-up is going to help us add the meatballs. You can put in as many as will fit in the pan without touching one another. We'll keep each batch in the pan for about 10 minutes, making sure to flip and turn as we go. Once our köttbullar are done, you can take them out of the frying pan and put them on a plate. You may be wondering why mine look a little different than yours. We said at the beginning that they're usually prepared with a creamy gravy, which we didn't make today. But they're usually served with a side of lingonberry jam, which is popular in Sweden. I decided to cook mine with a little bit of loganberry jam because it's my favorite. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're excited to see where your adventure will take you next. And if you want to join in on the adventure, visit edmateyfdn.org.